Okay, we are going to start a brand new series of playing Prison Architect using the GTD methodology, Getting Things Done by David Allen. This is his book. It was a miracle when I recently discovered it a few months ago. It enables me to manage different projects and my whole life and the complexity in a very simple way. And I discovered that transitioning this methodology to gaming would enable me to play games like Prison Architect and similar games to a much more complicated, advanced level than I could normally do it relying on my working memory. And we've just completed the first run, and we're going to do a second run now. But the difference here, in the first run we ran one prison and we were using the GTD methodology. And for this run, we're going to run two prisons at the same time. We're going to do one prison for a day, and then we switch to the second prison for a day, and that will be each day. Each film, each video will consist of one day on each prison. Context switching between the two prisons, so we're managing two prisons instead of one, which is something I've never done. So yeah, we'll get it started. We'll try it out. I'll have to set timers because I believe 1 day in the game, 1 hour is a minute, which means that one full day, 24 hours, is 24 minutes in the game. So this is our first tab in the book, in our projects book that we're using. Projects. And this could be for, I believe it's overall. This consists of both prisons. Turn that down. So the first thing is that I need to do is create more prisons. Can I make this smaller? Right. Let's start with create a new prison. We'll do men versus women. We'll do a woman prison. We'll do random wood and random dogs. World size, small, funds, small, plot type, default, weather intensity, legacy, spring gangs, stations, medium, fog of war, failure conditions, forest, lake, buildings, events, temperature, staff needs, escape plans, so, oh gosh, I just clicked off it accidentally. That is annoying. Create a new prison. Women. Random. Small, plot type, weather, legacy, gangs, legacy, dynamic reputation, medium, fog of war, failure, conditions, forests, lakes, buildings, events, what else have we got? Temperature, staff needs and escape plans. Yeah. a women's prison and a men's prison is what we're going to do. Save. I'm just going to pause the game just to save it. Save prison as put it as rec women's rec run 2 women's. Save. Right, and then I'm going to go on create new prison for a new, so the first one was male prison, random again and random again. World size small, funds 30, legacy, dynamic reputations medium. We'll keep everything the same except that one prison is women's and one prison is men's. Escape plans, yep, that's it. Okay, save prison. Huh. Where is the rec? Have we not saved it? Rec, run 2, men's. So if I go on load prison, where are they? That's interesting. Close. Exit. Play again. Play. Come on. What is going on? Right, board prison. Where is it? That's interesting. It doesn't say. Unless you can't save it until you first built something within the prison. Yeah, maybe you're not allowed to save a prison unless you actually changed it. We'll try again. Women, random. Legacy weather. Dynamic, medium, fog or water failing conditions, forest, lakes and buildings, vents, temperature, staff needs and escape plans. Play. Alright, let's just build one thing really quick. We'll build a holding cell. Okay, let's save. Rec, run 2 women's. Maybe it could have been the symbols I was putting in, the colon and the apostrophe. Maybe that's what messed it up, and the dash. Rec, run women's 2. Save, load. Let's have a look. Yes, it's come up. Okay. That's good. Now we'll do create a new prison. This one's going to be men's. Yep, men. Random warden, random dogs. Small, 30,000. Weather is legacy. Gangs, legacy. Reputations, medium. Fog of war, failure conditions, forests, lakes. Buildings, events. Temperature, staff needs, and escape plans. So it's the exact same, except it's just men's. And we'll just build really quick another holding cell. We'll just place it, say, place it there. Okay, and we'll just save as rec run 2 men's. Right, now let's just see if it comes up. Yes, we've got the women's and the men's. Fantastic. Well, that took us a while. That took us a while because we've completed both them projects. This is the overall. Now we can start the gameplay. My goodness. Right. So I think the way we're going to do this is women's first. We'll do the women's prison. So we'll load the women's up. Load. And now we're going to create projects. So this is the projects for the overall, including both prisons. So if there's anything that we need to do regarding both game saves, we'll do that there. I'm going to put projects. So, and then women's. And then also I'm going to go to a new tab. Swap to a new tab. Maybe I should zoom out a little bit. Let me see tabs slightly. Next actions. These are the immediate actions that we need to take. And then women's. So, because I don't know the amount we're going to need, I'm going to set 4 pages for projects for women's. So I'm going to projects women's. Get it all set up. Projects women's. This is number 3. And then page 4, just in case we need it. Women's. Right. And then we may as well do project men's. I'll fold the page as well so it's easy to find. Although technically, would it not be wiser to just use another tab? Project men's, project women's, then next action men's, next action women's as different tabs. No, because we're going to keep projects within projects. This is almost like a context switch. Yeah, because we're switching the context of the prison. So we'll still keep it within projects. We won't keep it as another tab. Yeah, this is the right way. If I'm not making any sense, it will make more sense as we progress through the episodes. Project men's, that's number 2. Project men's, that's number 3. Project men's, that's number 4. Right, so we've got next actions, women's. Next actions, women's. That's number 2. Next actions, women's. That's number 3. Next actions, women's. That's number 4. Well, we want more pages really. For next actions. Next actions, women's. 5. Let's see. This would make 4, 5, 6. That's 5 pages. Now we'll do next action, men's. Next action, men's. Next action, men's. Next action, men's. Right. We'll leave it at that for the moment. How many men's have we done? 4? Yeah, well, we'll just leave it as it is for the minute. We'll fold the page so it's easy to find where we've made the context switch. This is called context switching within GTD. So, as an example, in real life GTD, I may work at home and have some projects and tasks I need to do at home, so I would have home as like a context, like the context of when I'm at home. And then I may have something at an office where I do some work in an office, so then I would have projects that I can only do at the office. I have a storage unit, so maybe I have projects that I can only do in a storage unit. Or if I go to visit someone's house or see friends, projects I can only do whilst meeting or being with this particular person or in this particular venue. So that enables, instead of on one big list, you've got countless projects and next actions that you know, this one's in a storage unit, this one's at your mum's house, this one's at your house, this one's at work, and they're all on the same page, and it gets really confusing. Having specific, or these are all the projects that I need to do when I'm at my mum's house. These are all the and then you go to another page, and these are all the projects I need to do when I'm at work. It makes it very easy to know exactly what you got to do, when you got to do it, and where you are. This may sound complicated at the moment, but as we get more complicated within the game, the simplicity of this system and the immense value will become self-evident. So sorry if it does sound confusing at this moment. Yeah. But that's the best way I can explain it. I'm going to set a timer. Clock. Let's see. 24 minutes. Yeah. And we'll play the game. Right, go. With no pausing. Right. So, right, for women's. So the game has started. We are already building the holding cell. So I'm going to put quick build holding cell. What else do I need? Power. Quick build. Power. Utilities. These are projects. Quick build. Food. Quick build. Canteen. Quick build. Kitchen. Quick build. Staff room. And perimeter, and build perimeter fence. Right, so if I go to next actions, yeah, I'm going to put quick build holding cell, quick build power, electric, quick build water, quick build canteen, quick build kitchen. We want some offices actually. So we want build offices and hire main staff, like the warden. Quick build kitchen, build perimeter fence, quick build office, hire warden. Yeah. Quick build staff room. Right. So we've already put the holding cell on. Perhaps get an office and a warden next. Maybe I'll do that one next. Put him down here. Or maybe I'll build the... maybe I should build the fence to start with. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to build the fence. Yep. Started off here. There's just a quick wall in. Large jail door here. Yep, that at least walls everything in, which is good. Okay. We need something for the warden, so that could be an office for the warden. How much cash have we got? Plenty of cash. What are the other stuff we need? Psychiatrist, cook. We'll just look at this. The holding cell, done. Electric we want, so we want to build some electric. Put this over here for the minute. Electric. And a water. Water pump. With one capacity. Can't build it just yet. But we want the electric to go be plugged into there and to be plugged into there. That's us set for the electric for the moment, at least. Right, so the water is also done, of which we will want to build pipe, a large pipe from the water, going all the way to there, then to there, and then have connect small pipe to there. Canteen. Quick build the canteen. And the kitchen. We want the kitchen to be as close to the main doors as possible, really. Canteen, the kitchen, and then the canteen can be here. Alright, that's them done. connect. Oh yeah, next actions will be connect all water, connect all electric to rooms. Alright, quick build an office, hire the warden. Quick build the staff room, or you want to start staff room, don't we? We'll put you there, staff room. Right, this is good. Now we want to connect the utilities, the electric. The electric's already gone up. Connect it to there, across into there. And we want to connect this sink in the kitchen to the water supply, of which it's connected to the toilet, then connected to there. I think that should be okay for the moment. One 24-hour process in the game is 24 minutes, because 1 hour is a minute. So 24 hours is 24 minutes at 1 times speed. And our intention for this game is to do 1 day in the women's prison and then 1 day in the men's prison, and just to keep switching between them. There's a lot of work for them to do. What else can be getting done at this time? We'll hire a warden anyway. Warden hired. His office is getting built, it will get built in time. Now we've got a warden. We'll do finance, security, health, maintenance. Right, so for that, we need more offices. Well, Warden needs his first office before he can start building. He can start unlocking the other people. So everything seems to be alright at the moment, it's just slowly getting built. What else can we be doing? We've done it all, haven't we? We're not crossing them off until they're actually completed. But I believe we've built everything. Staff room, yeah. Connected all the water and connected all the electric. Yeah, we're good for the minute. Current bank loan, can't get a bank loan at the moment. Oh, but we can do grants. Grants, basic detention centre, administrative centre, health and well-being. Yeah. Basic detention centre and the administrative centre. We'll go for them 2 grants. Right. So these are projects within the women's complete grant basic detention centre. Now, in order to complete it, the next actions for us to complete it are, we need to build a shower, so we need to quick build a shower. We need to build a yard, quick build a yard. Kitchen, we've already got it in the process of being built. Canteen's getting built. We need to hire 2 guards and hire 2 cooks. Hire 2 cooks. Right. For administrative centre, that's another project. So let's go to projects. for women's, complete grant, admin centre. And then the next action for that, to complete it, we need to build 2 offices, of which we've got 1 on the way, so we need to build a second office. Quick build 1 office. And unlock finance view bureaucracy. We already clicked it. It's going to get unlocked as soon as the warden has his office, so that's already done. And hire an accountant. Hire accountant, which we can only do once finance has been unlocked. Right, now we have some more tasks to be done. Right, so the first on this lot, quick build the shower. Let's close that for a minute. Where's shower? Is there a shower on here? Yes, there is a shower. It's a very big shower, is that? I'll put the shower. We're going to be surviving off the holding cell for the minute. I want a gap of 2 at least. Do we want it lengthways? Shower. Right, so shower's on the way. Quick build a yard. Right, that's a yard. Quick built. Hire 2 guards. Guard. So that's done. So now, because we've actually completed that, I'm going to cross it out. Done. Hire 2 cooks. Cook. Hired. Because it's completed. The reason why I don't want to cross things off prematurely before they've been built is because sometimes you can get glitched out, especially when you're running many different prisons and you've got a lot of things going on. It's best to do it after something has been done, so that you don't lose track, thinking something's been done when it hasn't been done. It keeps accountability. I need to quick build another office. There. Right. And then hire an accountant. Can I hire an accountant yet? Not just yet. So I gotta wait. Right. He's building his fence. I really hope these workmen can get it all done in time. So we're at 30 grand, which is good. What else do we need? What else can we do? Some solitary perhaps? I don't want to add more to the build list because it could backlog all this other critical stuff that needs to just get built. Parole is a really good thing, isn't it? When we can do it. We want to build some actual cells as well. That could be a project, because we're getting 8 prisoners coming. For women's, create 8 cells. Or would it be create 8 cells or raise? I don't know if it would be called that. Maybe it would be called raise capacity to 8. And then the next actions would be quick build 8 cells. Now I could do that immediately, But then they may start building these cells before they've even built the kitchen or the canteen or the staff room or the offices for the warden, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to jump the queue, and before it's even built the perimeter fence, which needs to be built. So I want to leave them to do what they're doing for the moment. And let them just move forward. The holding cell looks built. It is a process. Playing at 1x speed is quite slow. I think we'll class each day as the moment that the next lot of prisoners come. Or right before the next lot of prisoners come. Yeah, it's quite painful at this stage, not speeding up the game, but yet as time goes on, it will make it significantly easier. It's just because I already know what is to be done. Yeah, I'm waiting for this other stuff. So in a way, we could have a waiting for section in this book. There's another tab. We've got weekly review, checklists from last time, capture, or we can bin this capture, we don't need that for the minute. Yeah, I might do that. I might just create a waiting for tab. Yeah, what's this one? Checklists. Waiting for. Women's. So I'm going to put waiting for all basics built before building cells to prevent queue issues. Yeah, so I'm waiting on the holding cell, the shower, the warden's office, the perimeter fence, all these things to be built before building the cells, the 8 cells. Yeah. That's a good, it's good. So what are the other sections of that? Checklists, weekly review. Yeah. Let's go up to projects, next actions, projects, winnings. Right. Put you over here. So I think that's where we're going to start it each day. We'll save it when the intake comes in. So the new intake will come in and we save the game. At 8 AM. Because I believe the game starts at around 8 AM. Let's just have a look at the clock. What was the timer? 3 minutes left. In the game, that is 3 hours. Yes, it'd be 8 o'clock. Yeah. So each day, as soon as the new lot comes, 8 o'clock, the timer goes off and we save. This is the women's prison, so we should be getting some women's prisoners that should come for once. Yep. It's just all being connected up. I think these phone boxes will need electricity, my guess. Could be wrong. Have to see. He's still building this perimeter fence. He needs to hurry up and get this done. He's only got another 2 hours. And then our first lot of prisoners shall be coming. We can't even tick anything off yet properly because it's not been fully. But we could tick off the holding cell. The holding cell has been done. Yep. Build holding cell on next actions done because it has been completed. Yeah. In the very beginning of the game, there's a lot of building of things. It's good that we have the quick build ability. That makes things a lot faster. Yeah, it's a critical thing, is this building the perimeter. And we're just going to get it done in just in time, it looks like. Which is good. Around about. Maybe there'll be a gap for a minute. We'll have to see. Yeah, we're just waiting. There's not a lot more I can set, because I could even demolish these trees, but I don't want to do it just yet because I don't want to mess up the build queue. I want to ensure that everything gets built. 2 minutes, 1 minute, and they should be coming any second. Female prisoners. And the timer goes off. Female prisoners, there we go. Alright. Save, wreck, run to women's. Save. Save. Right. Now, I'm going to go. Load prison, wreck, run to men's. Load. Alright. Pause the game. Right. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer again. Clock. Start. Right, prison architect. Right, let's go. Play. Right, so this is where we are. Well, this is a very different setup. My goodness. Alright, so let's go. For men's, project men's, we need to build perimeter. Build perimeter. Right, so let's just do the fence. I can't believe. Look at this, what kind of starting point is that? That is an absolute mess. I don't even know what to do. My goodness. Alright. Fence. Build that there. And there, with a door. Large jail door can be down here. Right. I might just expand the fence just to ensure that the actual fence is connected and not just up against the wall, because they may just walk around the fence essentially. So now at least we know that it is secured. Right, so we quick build the perimeter. What else do we need to do? We've done the whole. We've already put the holding cell. So the project, we need to build holding cell, build office ×2. Well, why don't we go on grants? That was a good idea. Basic detention centre and the admin centre, let's say. Right, so the grant, complete grant, basic detention centre, complete grant, admin centre. Right, and then the next actions for that on the men's, we're going to go next action men's. Next action men's. Alright, we need to build the holding cell. So quick build, holding cell. Quick build, shower. Quick build, yard. Quick build, kitchen. Quick build, canteen. Hire 2 guards. Hire 2 cooks. And then for admin, quick build, 2 times office. Hire warden. Unlock finance via bureaucracy. Spelled that wrong. Hire an accountant. So these are next actions. So can you see how we've separated that from the project was complete the grant, and then within that project there's lots of next actions. Yes, we're going to go through the next action. The holding cell has already been set. We want to now focus on the shower. But do we want to build the shower immediately? Well, yeah, we're also going to want to do utilities. So we're going to set project for men's. Build and connect all utilities. That's a full project. And within that, we're going to build power, build water, and then connect power to all rooms, connect water to all rooms. Right. Okay, so we can do it in order, or we can do it in our own order. I'll just do it in order, makes it a bit quicker, easier to follow. We'll leave a gap of 2. Shower. The next one, build a yard. Gap of... what else? Kitchen. Build kitchen. Build canteen. Hire 2 guards. Guard. Hire 2 cooks. Cook. We have garbage, but where's deliveries? Is there no deliveries? Do we actually not have a delivery section? Well, that's a disaster. Oh my goodness. Let's just build deliveries really quick. My goodness. Whoa. Have I just been buying loads of stuff and then they've just not been able to drop it off? That's a disaster. Right. Yeah, we'll make it a bit bigger. That's deliveries, and we'll put storage perhaps here. Storage within the base. Right. Oh, I really hope I haven't been buying all this stuff and then the lorries have just been passing through and all the money's gone to waste. That's going to be absolutely gutting if that's just happened. Well, at least you would have learned. Alright, did we hire the 2 cooks? Yeah, the cooks are there. So what's the next thing? 2 offices. Easy to follow. Right. Put the offices. Two offices. Right. Hire a warden. Hired. So that's already completed, so I can tick that off. I can also do the 2 guards and the 2 cooks. That's also done. Unlock finance through bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, finance, click it. I'll also unlock the others because I will be needing them. So even though I've unlocked it, it's not fully unlocked yet until it's paid for. Hire an accountant. I can't do that just yet until the warden's office is built. Build power and build the water. Oh yes. Power. I'll place it outside of the facility. And water I'll also place outside the facility. Okay. And I'll connect them all the way up. And the water, I'll move there, all the way up. Connect the shower and the sink. Okay, so that's them utilities connected. Well, at least this is built now, that's good. That's some progress. They're quite different prisons because this messed us up in the beginning, this massive lake. But I believe all of the next actions are completed at the moment. We're just waiting for the next prisoners to arrive. What else could we be doing in the meantime? Like, I could expand the perimeter to include this whole area, but at this moment I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess with the build order. I don't want some workers working on building this whilst we don't even have the holding cell built, for example. You know, that would be a big mistake. You see how now they're building the office before they're building the holding cell, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. We could do some planning. We could plan some other sections. Basic cells are what, 5 by 4. We could plan where they're going to go. That could be a project. Yeah, a plan. So for projects under men's, plan 8 cells, plan solitary. Right. Next action, something men's. So we're going to do plan 8 cells and plan solitary. Yep. So we're going planning 4 by 5, I believe I said, wasn't it? 4 by 5 is 1 cell, and we're going to get it up to 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be that. Solitary, I believe, is that. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That's that done. Planned. Is that the best place to have them? I don't know. Is that what we're going to go with for the moment? Yeah. You know, I could build them right now. We could even go with luxury cells. What does a luxury cell do? A luxury cell has a lot more stuff for the men. Should I just go for it? Go spare no expense. It takes up, so a luxury cell takes up twice as much space as an original cell, and it'll cost a lot more as well. We wouldn't even, it has a shower contained in it, so you don't even need a shower. So I can cancel this whole shower. Cancel. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Okay. I think we'll do that and we'll move it all 1 back. I think that's right. So it'll take up that much space. If I'm correct, it should be like that. Oh no, like that. No. No, like that. Is that right? Luxury cell. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll do that. We'll create 8 of them. What do we want it to be here? How do we want it to be? Well, if we plan it for here, because that's your normal cell. Is that right? Is that a luxury cell? One more length. Planning. Right, that's it. So it's what? 7 by 5. 7 by 5. 7 by 5 and 7 by 5. And we want that twice. We're going to leave a gap of 2. Yep. This will be the cell block. This will be 8 cells. And we're going to have a door on each side. Double door. And then each cell will be like the whatever, however it's structured. Yeah, and that'll be the cell block of 8 cells. 8 luxury cells. Yeah. Let's do it. Quick build, luxury cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll place the double doors. 1, 2. And also flooring. Maybe. Paving stone. Why not? Right. Plan 8 cells, we did it. Plan the solitary, we actually built them. So that can be deleted. Plan some solitary. Quick build. Padded solitary. Might go for padded, because then that will help with the when we start taking the more criminally insane prisoners, and I think normal prisoners can go in it anyway. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And we'll connect the utilities up. So we want water, connect all these toilets to the water supply, and then all these cells need to be connected to the electrics. So, electric, 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 and then we want to connect the water supply. Shower in the toilet, shower in the toilet, shower in the toilet, shower in the toilet, toilet in the shower, the toilet in the shower, the toilet in the shower, the toilet in the shower, and then we'll have the water pipe going up the centre. This small pipe going through the centre of both cells. And then them connecting at the top and the bottom just in case there's a leak. And we'll connect you up there, there, there. There we go, that should be it. There's a lot to be done. There's a lot being done. So the male cell to the female cell, they are completely different. So we planned the solitary, it's being built. Both the next action build 8 luxury cells and build 5 padded solitary. So the plan of the solitary has already been done, and we're building them, they're in progress to be built. I don't want to tick them off until they're actually completed. Yep, there's a lot of stuff being done. This is it's very different to the women's prison. And it's moving slower, because I think on the men's prison, this one, we prioritised the perimeter fence first. We don't even have a holding cell, and now the workmen are building the offices. So it's just the build order is different. Even though we placed the holding cell first, it's like they're prioritising, it's random. Now I could extra prioritise this by Alt clicking to make it high priority, but on Mac I'm not exactly sure which button is Alt, and I don't want to cancel the build, so we'll just leave it as it is for the moment. Again, they're taking stuff off. I think I might just place the walkway paving stone through the prison. Just to speed things up, give a bit of a fast path. I might just place the whole paving stone down this whole area. And then at least they can move around very quickly. Oh, they're placing storage there. Yep. Also put it over here. Yeah. Ah, wow, all that we've just done, and the day's almost done already. First prisoners are about to come. Wow. This game, doing the men's prison, actually moved a lot quicker than doing the women's prison, which is really interesting. It seemed that we were waiting around a lot more, whereas this, maybe there was more engagement because we were using the luxury prison, luxury cells and building the solitary. Maybe it made the game more interesting. I don't know, but it seems to have gone much quicker, this 24 minutes, than the previous 24 with the women's prison. The women's prison felt slower, whereas the men's prison feels faster. I was more engaged, doing more things. The thing is, we're waiting still. We're just waiting whilst it's all getting built. But we have a bigger... It's more secured, is the men's. We've secured the fence, which is good. Here they come. There we go. Prisoners on their way. I'm guessing the timer will go off any second. We're just waiting for these to be emptied. There's a lot being built. A lot being built. There we go, the timer. Right. I'll save the game as the men's prison. Save. Right. That's us now. I'm going to go to the checklists which we created on the last run through of this game. The shutdown checklist. Do a brief recap. We've created both prisons, a men and a female prison. And we've done day one on both of them, and we're still waiting for things to be built. The outline of the next session is the prisoners have arrived, or will arrive, and then the prisons will still be continue to be built, and we'll be managing the first day of having the new prisoners. So that will be exciting. One woman prison on one male prison. And now save the game. We've already saved both games, and then Command 2 to end the recording, and I'll see you on the next one.